Alright, so we all know that Steph Curry can move without the ball. But today we're going to break down the why and the when, and how you can actually start moving off the ball just like Steph Curry. To do this, let's start off with some investigative research. Like I said, everybody knows that Steph Curry can move without the ball. So much to the point where it's almost become cliche. But when does he move without the ball? And why? Why not just shake everyone up like Kyrie or Harden every time? It looks better, right? Maybe to the casual that doesn't know basketball. But after this video, you too will know and understand the beauty that is Steph Curry's off-ball movement. As always, this will be completely film-based to back up why we do and use certain drills. In using film study, I was able to come up with 3 key ways that Steph Curry uses off-ball movement. The first way that Curry moves without the ball is corner sprint outs after getting into the paint. The second way Curry moves without the ball is by simple dribble handoffs. And then a third way that Steph moves without the ball is actually faking the dribble handoff and getting into some flare action. First things first though, let's start out with the corner sprints after getting into the paint. As you guys are going to see right here, Curry is relentless about getting into the paint. And then immediately once he either drives and kicks or a little dish off pass to a big man, he takes off and sprints as fast as he can to the corner. This is a common theme within Curry's games, and I promise that if you guys watch him play live, you're going to see this common theme a lot. A couple things you're going to pay attention to though, he sprints with reckless abandonment to that corner. It's almost like before he even passes the ball, he knows that's what he's going to do, and that's what the greats do. They figure out patterns that work and they continue to do those patterns. And think about this, guys. This works against NBA players. What do you guys think that it would do to your high school competition, AAU competition, some of you middle school competition? This stuff's going to be open all the time. Here's the drill that I was doing with 2 of my more elite players. They would start by driving into the paint, once again making sure to get 2 feet in the lane most of the time, and then kicking out to me. Immediately after they kick out, they would sprint to the corner. I would change it up. Sometimes I have them come to the strong side corner, sometimes I have them go to the weak side corner. It really doesn't matter, just as long as you are sprinting and then get ready to shoot and then let that thing go. In order to get a good workout in, I would recommend making 10 shots going to both corners on both sides, so that'll be a total of 40 makes. Alright, and before we get into the second way that Steph Curry moves without the ball, I want to talk to you guys about why this is more effective and why it's a safer option than shaking your guy up all the time. Don't get me wrong, shaking people up like Kyrie and Harden is fun for sure. I think there's a time and place for everything, but this is really about energy conservation. I'll break it down to you like this. When I was a kid, I had a pair of Skechers. Light up Skechers at that. They were dope. But because I was young and didn't know how to tie my shoes, they had Velcro straps. Long story short, I would play with those Velcro straps all freaking day and my dad would get mad at me. And he would get mad at me because he would tell me that the more you use something unnecessarily, the quicker it's going to wear out and they're going to mess up. So before I knew it, my light up Skechers were dust and I wasn't able to use them anymore pretty quickly. And although it seems weird, this is actually extremely relatable when it comes to handles. Yes, obviously dribbling the ball is fun and shaking up your defender is nice. But like my dad said, the more you use something unnecessarily, in this case we're talking about handles, the better chance that you're going to mess up. But messing up in this way isn't just not being able to wear your light up Skechers anymore. It's maybe getting the ball stolen from you or dribbling off your foot and then you're on the bench. So moving without the ball is old and reliable. That's tying your shoes with actual shoelaces. I promise no coach has ever told a player don't move without the ball. But anyways, now let's use method number 2 that Curry uses in his off-ball movement, and that's going to be shooting immediately off of dribble handoffs. Dribble handoffs are extremely effective ways to get shots when moving off the ball because of the spacing, timing, and communication issues that it causes for the defense. As you can see here, Curry most of the time is still in a dead sprint whenever he's trying to get that ball. And as you can see here in some of the examples, sometimes he has a dribble after it, sometimes he doesn't. It really doesn't matter. It's just basically whatever the defense is doing in that moment. So a good drill to use to work on this is once again driving into the paint for a driving kick just so we can work on another skill. But then after you get that driving kick, you're actually going to come and loop off of a dribble handoff and then shoot immediately. Just for drill purposes, we're working on hook passes in this, but we're also still working on getting deep into the paint. If you can skill stack and work on multiple things in your workouts, then that is just even better. We worked on straight loop throughs into dribble handoffs, and then we also worked on peel backs into dribble handoffs. Once again, I would do 10 of each going both ways, so that's going to be another 40 makes. And then last but not least, the third method of off-ball movement that Curry uses a lot is flares, and oftentimes those flares are actually off of dribble handoffs, but not always. Just think about the psychology of a defender real quick. You come off and you burn them off of a few DHOs. Of course, they're going to overplay the dribble handoff. Boom, the flare's right there. You have a wide open jump shot. You didn't even take a single dribble. It's really that simple. But that's what I was working on with my guys right here. There are a couple little nuances like swim moves whenever the defender is overplaying, just so you can get some physicality involved. If you can get even 6 more inches of space, and that is 6 more inches than you would have had if you wouldn't have used any physicality at all. I think change of speed is very important in this one. And then once again in this one, just to make it even, let's get 40 makes total on this drill. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys realize that moving without the ball can be more fun and more effective than shaking someone up off of 15 dribbles. If you guys did enjoy the video though, be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jordan111, and then follow me on YouTube and TikTok at House of Handles Training. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let's keep grinding.